Someday
I'll
you'll
be
be
better than you can
and we're gonna be with me.
Why you gotta be so... You know what the worst part about, like, anybody's life might be? When you open your mouth, you feel a hair in there, and you pull it out, and it's not your hair color. And you're like, well, who the frick hair is this?
I thought it was going to be when you are old enough that you can post online, but definitely shouldn't post online, and somebody lets you. And then you grow up 10 years later, and you look and go, oh, frick! Whoever was responsible for me is a bad person.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but I think it's because I'm not old enough yet.
Well, you also didn't post on... You couldn't read?
Yeah, that's
until you
fair.
were
I couldn't
20
read until
years?
I was 21 years old.
And so, like, it helps that you weren't, like, using your flirtation devices online.
Well, it also helps that, like, for some reason, I didn't actually get interested in girls till I was, like, 17.
Hmm.
To where, like, anything I did on the internet was just dumb jokes.
This may be a dumb question. We don't have to get into it, but were you... I don't remember when you started dating, but I thought it was before you were 17.
I feel like I was 17.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that you were not dating before you were interested in girls. That would just be a little bit dishonest of you for that girl. Just
that
like
makes me... dang it. Now I'm the tool. Frick.
Welcome to Life's What You Rated, so let's rate it rock. The podcast that tells you everything on Earth from a scale from 1 to 10 and whether it's good or not. We determine it through our very important and very highly scientific formula on whether something is good or not. I have something I want to talk about. It's one very specific thing. I think we should talk about it.
Okay.
Bananas.
Bananas? So here's the pro about bananas.
They're yellow.
Yeah, that's the only
Just
pro.
like my shirt.
Supporting the boys.
Wait, that's the only pro. Hold on.
No, I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
No. Nanners is another word for them. That's fun to say.
Oh, nanners. I thought you
Nanners.
said manners.
Yeah, no, nanners.
Bananas are not, like, civilized.
No,
They're
dude.
like jungle fruit.
There's no way to eat a banana and look like you belong in a society. Like, and, like, like, now we figured it out, like, a little bit, but, like, remember when Mom and Dad were kids? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Like, when Mom and Dad were
remember
kids,
that
if you ate a banana, they did kick you out of the town. Like, you can't live here anymore.
Well, they're like, well, you are essentially an ape creature.
Yeah.
Humans don't eat these.
Humans don't eat these, and if they do, they eat it in a corner in their own house out of shame. They don't eat it outside where people can see.
My son kind of takes bananas and then hides in the corner and then smushes them into the carpet. That's kind of like that.
Dude, Charlie's on another level of jokes, dude. He's way funnier than we are. That's like performance art at that point.
Are bananas good?
Well, here's the thing. If you eat a perfect banana, it would be good. But there's no such thing. Like, you eat a banana and you go, this is pretty good. And then the next bite, for some reason, it feels like somebody just smashed that part of the banana with a hammer.
I think that the taste of bananas is good.
It's
But the texture is all wrong.
It's one of those, so it's like you gotta eat it. You can only chew it so long. Like
chewing it feels so wrong.
No, dude. It's like
it feels dirty.
It's like you ever keep like you put a what's bite? That's the word. Frick.
I want a munch.
Scott. Yeah, you ever take a munch of your cereal and then somebody asks you a question and you start talking and the cereal's in your mouth too long and now it's all soggy from your mouth meat?
No.
And you go, oh, do you have to eat it?
Dude, I've never kept cereal in my mouth that long. Why do you not just swallow that poo?
Because I gotta talk. I have a small throat. And I don't want to hurt it. I don't want to hurt my very small throat.
Have we ever addressed the smallness of your throat on the show? We get some stuff out here.
No, dude, this is... So we talk about how the show's therapy. Small throat's like...
How many fingers does it take for you to shove down your throat before you throw up or gag?
A knuckle.
Oh, dang, dude.
So... And then, like, you have to eat the cereal anyway because you already put it in your mouth and you're like, oh, it's gross now. I hate it. That's how bananas are. You have approximately 3 chomps on the banana and then you have to go, I have to swallow this or it's going to get repulsive.
Do you, like, when you eat food, like cereal or bananas, are you like a movie star actor where you just keep a spit bucket around in case it's there too long?
Yeah.
You just dump it?
Got to.
Go for round two.
That also I have to do that just because of how weak my stomach is. There's at any given point of any day, I might just vomit, I think.
I disagree a little bit. I hate the bite of banana from jump. Is that what they say?
From the jump?
At jump?
From the jump.
From the beginning. I hate biting a banana.
Why did you ask for the slang to not use it?
I bite the banana, and I immediately feel like I have sinned.
What's the word that people use to describe their friends nowadays? Oh, squad. So I was with my friends the other day, is what you just did. That's what you just did.
I hate it. When I bite it with my teeth, I feel like, one, I'm wasting my teeth because they're too soft.
You go, this is below my teeth's pay grade.
It's like the nasty point between something that should be good, like an apple, like with a crunch, or...
Dude, one of your electronics is mad at you.
That was weird. It's like between a banana... No, an apple with a crunch, or like mashed potatoes that are intentionally scoosh. Like a mashed potato, texture, good.
Hear me out. Do you need to put your banana in a bowl and scoosh it up?
I don't know. I've never eaten Have you ever eaten a scoosh banana?
I've never eaten a scoosh banana, but in my head it seems bad.
Do you like applesauce? Applesauce is awesome,
good. Is the secret to all fruit to scoosh them?
I've never had a scooshed orange, but orange juice
is
like a scooshed orange.
It's essentially
if you like the pulp, which I do.
I drink
because I love to chew my drinks.
Yeah, dude. I you know what I do? Sometimes I drink a drink and I go, if only there were little white hairs in it. That's a thought I have regularly.
That's a weird thought. I don't know why you would do that.
I had that thought, and then, but you know what I do when I drink orange juice?
Why white ones?
Have you seen orange juice?
Do you only like eating old juice?
Yeah, dude.
Or juice
age.
Or do you like juice that's young that's dyed itself white?
Nah, dude.
Or hairs. I don't know, dude. This metaphor is so deep.
Yeah, dude, we're
So the banana.
If this was my throat with fingers in it, I would have vomited tenfold by now.
So the banana is a tasty fruit, but a hard fruit to eat because of its texture. Now.
And psychologically. Sometimes I eat a banana and it like messes me up on like the mind level. I just go, like, I usually don't eat a banana and then like think about like, was that a good decision I made? Like, I mean, I do think that.
I always regret it.
Like, I do think that, and then like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you think about it and you go, should I have eaten that? And with the amount of trash I eat, like, I never put a pepperoni on a Dorito and eat that and go, should I have eaten that though?
Oh, you're not old enough.
On like a metaphysical level?
I've reached the point now where I still do it because I don't care about my body. I will eat the garbage. I will eat the garbage, but I do regret it within... definitely within 12 hours, usually before.
How many years of marriage were you and Amanda married till she heard you just refer to your tummy as a trash compactor?
Negative. I think we probably did that, but frankly, when I was dating her. She chose to marry that, which tells you a lot about my wife.
Which is like...
who I do love, but may also make bad decisions.
Because like sometimes I'll make a joke and Danny will look at me and be like, that's so stupid. And I'm like, you've known me since I was 14. Like, nothing about the humor's changed. It's always been this dumb. I don't know why you're upset about it now.
Is that proof that the ladies just aren't...
Like,
why do they settle so much?
I'm so tempted to say that Danny is so much smarter than I am, but then I go, she is marrying me. But then
she agreed to marry
She agreed to marry me.
Like, you asked even.
I was like, hey...
We're not in a society where you made her. You asked her.
I was like, hey, will you do this? She's like, yeah, dog, I'm in. And I'm like, well...
And not only that, she was, like, excited and seemed happy to do so.
I'm like, I remember at one point I told Danny, I was like, the least attractive thing about you is the fact that you are attracted to me. Because, like, I don't get that, dog.
But what about banana bread?
Banana bread's good, dude.
Banana bread.
But sometimes people put nuts in it.
No. I used to be like you. Dude, the nuts make the bread. You don't like nuts in anything, do you?
I like them in my body.
Uh-huh.
But what I was going to say was, the inverse of my drink and go, it needs a little white hairs, and that's why I love orange juice with pulp in it.
Uh-huh.
I never eat a piece of bread and go, I wish this bread was crunchier.
Oh, dude.
Can somebody put a crunch in this soft, nice bread?
It's not you don't use a crunchy nut. It doesn't make a crunch sound when you bite the nut. This is a weird metaphor. But you want to use like a freaking, I don't know what they're called. Almonds? Is that walnuts? You want to use a walnut, but not a crunchy walnut when you bake it into the bread, dude.
You want one of those soft nuts.
It's kind of soft. It's like a soft nut.
Dude, I don't know what kind of nuts you're eating. They should not. If you describe a nut as soft, it's probably not a nut. You're eating a fruit, I think.
Dude, I
think what
freaking
you mean,
love banana nut
you
bread,
mean,
my dude.
What you mean is if you go, this is a soft nut, I go, oh, you're eating an orange. What the heck's wrong with you?
Dude, banana nut bread is life, and I think we're not.
But
we're gonna have problems.
You want to know what like another bad thing that people do to banana bread is?
What's that?
Chocolate chips. Okay, also a problem maker.
Here we will use our powers of political agree to disagree / find common ground to agree that chocolate chips in banana nut bread is a sin.
The fastest way to screw up like freaking banana bread is put them chocolate chips
dude, if you didn't tell me and I just pull out a big old loaf because I don't eat things in moderation, I just pull out a big old loaf of... If I just pull out a big old loaf of banana nut bread and I bite into that baby and there's a morsel of chocolatey chip, I will throw it up like you and then throw it back at the host that served it to me because they have committed a cardinal sin. That's a 1 out of 10.
Dude, I don't know why I can't. I'm seeing light sparkles all around.
My room is also a teleportation device. Did the lights go away when the Xbox stopped freaking out?
Weird. This is going to be one of those conversations that, like, when I listen back to the episode, I'll go, yeah, like Bill and Ted, it makes way more sense when I'm listening to it, I think, than when I'm experiencing it.
So do we agree, like, 1 out of 10 for the chocolate?
Yeah, dude, 1 out of 10, dude. It's bad.
Dude, but, okay, so banana bread without nuts. What do you say?
Nuts. You know, this is... I might have to talk about my good friend Hubris, like from Splinter Cell, dude.
Okay.
I honestly couldn't tell you if I've ever had banana nut bread in my whole life. Like I never, like I think I just like, I don't like nuts in most things. Like I like to eat like almonds or something. Like I'll eat like some like nuts sometimes, but like not in anything. Like as like a general rule. So I couldn't tell you if I've ever actually had a banana nut bread.
But have you had banana bread?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you rate a banana bread pseudo? Nope, without nuts.
A 9.
Okay, I agree with you, and I would agree that they become a 10 with the nuts, but you've never had them.
Yeah, now that I realize how much I argued about a crunchy bread, I do like toast, and toast is kind of like a crunchy bread. First of all,
toast is nothing like,
but it's crunchy.
But I don't like crunchy toast. I like my toast a little soft too. Okay, I have something to admit, dude. I don't think I like food that crunches.
You like chips?
I like very, very, very thin chips.
You like them nacho chips, or as normal people would call them, tortilla chips.
But I like them thin. I don't want them to be like crunchy. Like I hate croutons.
I want them to be a big crunchy boy.
I hate croutons.
Why do you hate croutons, dog?
Because they're so freaking crunchy, dude. I hate food that's that crunchy. I think I'm gonna break my teeth.
Don't be a baby.
I don't like it. It makes
Do you think that for some reason you and Molly switch teeth and you have your little daughter's teeth,
dude,
bite stuff with?
No, she bites way harder. Dude, she just like bites metal and like shopping carts and crap
and eats it for fuel. But Molly's like, I'm so hungry.
But dude, I don't like crunchy food. I like softer foods.
Yes.
I don't want my chips to be soft. I'll admit that though. I like them to be airy and flaky.
Yeah, the way that I like but dude, but what about like a ramen? Like you ever undercook your ramen? It's a little crunchy.
I don't like my ramen undercooked, though I will say that in high school, many times, and you know this, when I was in high school, many times I lived under a state of caloric depression. Where, like, I constantly needed more calories than I was burning back then. And so there were times
changed, dude.
when I would... there were times when I would just eat bricks of ramen uncooked.
I wouldn't eat a brick, but...
I would.
The beautiful part about a ramen is that you can cook it, like, 3 different ways, and it tastes different. Like, if you cook it, like, undercooked and it's crunchy... That's one way. It tastes different. And you cook it like for like 3 minutes in the microwave, and it's like in between crunch and regular, and then you cook it for like 4 minutes and it's regular.
I want to
And that's why they never get old.
I want to blow your mind. Have you ever eaten ramen cooked correctly?
Yeah. I don't like it as much.
Because the noodles are too soft?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Have you had spicy ramen, dude?
I might be changing my mind. I have had some spicy noodles.
Spicy noodles is good.
Yeah, I love spicy noodles.
I had a friend named Tanner, and he had an ongoing series where he would take snacks into the shower, and he would post on a Snapchat. It would be whatever he was eating, half of his face, and then the shower head in the background that was on.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to go buy spicy ramen, and he would just take a picture like that and just put hashtag spicy nudes.
Yeah.
All the time. And it's maybe one of the funniest things I've ever seen on Snapchat.
I don't see why that's funny. It's just real.
Oh, Michael, let me explain to you what most people would consider a spicy nude.
Okay, we need to circle back and try to close some of these loops before we get too deep. Cause
Spicy.
I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under.
Bop boop beep bloop boop.
10.
10.
Spicy nudes, 10.
Spicy nudes is a 10.
Banana nut bread, I would give it 10.
I mean, I honestly don't know if I've ever had it, so sure.
Were we gonna go back to bananas, which still make me feel wrong? You can use their peels as a sick prank, though.
Oh, dude. Fall on banana peel? Got them. Are they banana peels slippery? Like, are they actually slick? Can you do that?
Here's the thing. I've never tried, but I can't imagine that is true because, like, you think about it, once you peel them off, the peel itself is like a sticky substance, so you wouldn't just, like, kick it when you touched it. You'd step on it, and then the bottom is smooshy. I bet if it is on a, like, hard floor, freaking slippery as poo.
Well, hear me out, actually.
Like, literal, like, it's the same as if you step on a slimy poo.
Even if it's not, maybe it's, so, like, you always see that in cartoons for little baby kids.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a banana peel is just really easy to draw. And, like, they're kids. They slip on everything anyway. And it was just a banana peel was the easiest thing to draw.
I mean, if they just wanted to show, like, kids falling down, they would just show flat ground. Like, if like, kids perceived adults as being like them, they would just trip over, I don't know, their own feet and, like, flat ground. Or nothing. Or
they just kind of walk and forget how.
They just, like, lose their balance for no perceivable reason.
Like, the fact that, like, when Charlie's learning how to walk and he's like, oh, all your weight goes forward, to if he tries to stop walking, he's just leaning too far forward and eats it.
Bananas, a 5. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
If you disagree, add us. Just add us, bro.
To, like, your favorited list and like list and subscriber list and list of donations every month. And
I'm sure there's
Twitter.
Somewhere where you could give us monthly donations, but I don't know where you would do that. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure on Anchor
you could. Button?
On Anchor, well,
we have a donate button on the website, and you can just put a reminder in your phone to donate dollars to us.
I'm pretty sure on Anchor, someone could go and there's a thing where they could sign up for monthly payments.
Yeah, dog.
And you know what? Frankly,
I don't know why you wouldn't.
We don't have a Patreon. If you did it, you could basically ask anything of us, and we would just do it. I don't care if you give us $4 a month. We would basically, like, become your indentured servants.
That's how it works, actually. Disadvantage to that is both of us work a lot of hours. You know what I realized the other day?
What's that?
Do you have life insurance, dog?
I do.
The weird thing about life insurance is you have to play this weird game.
This is not a sponsored ad, by the way.
Yeah, no, this isn't the Ben Shapiro ad where he talked about how you're going to plot. Life insurance is a weird thing where you have to think, like, selfishly about it. You have to, like, so usually we talk about how, like, in married life and, like, getting ready for marriage, like, you're trying to put your spouse first. But you need to think about it a little bit selfishly of, like, the amount of money you take out for your life insurance, you need to go, is this so much money that I would kill me for?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is some level of self-preservation in buying life insurance.
Where you go like, I want them to be covered, but I don't want them to be tempted.
I want to, yeah, exactly.
You gotta be covered, but not tempted.
The temptation factor is a very small window there. Where you go like, yeah, I definitely want my spouse to not be destitute when I'm dead, and also, I don't want my spouse to dead me to be rich.
Yeah. And we did all this stuff at work the Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I had this weird thought. My we do have scanner things for all of the stuff we pick in the warehouse, and we charge them during our lunch break. And like an idiot, I used my whole lunch break to go talk to the life insurance people, so I wasted my lunch anyway.
And your life.
And my life, maybe. We don't know yet. Just kidding. Dang, makes more money than me. So,
did you ask her how much money was tempting, or did you just kind of try to feel it?
No, I wunged it.
Okay.
But I walked into my boss's office to get the scanner, and I remember I had like this weird thought that I told him about, and he thought it was funny, and I like wasn't joking about it. And I was like, it's weird after talking to those people. It's like a net positive if I die now. If I were to die right now, it's a positive.
Like Boom Heaven and Danny's Rich.
Boom Heaven and yeah, it's crazy. I was like, that's bizarre if you think about it. That's not what I wanted to rate. I just wanted to give you guys some food for thought. Also, don't kill me.
I rate life insurance a 9 out of 10 because you do have to die to get it.
You have to die to get it. Which is kind of.
Well, I mean, you never get it.
It's
basically.
Almost like you're not gonna get it.
It's like something that you're spending that you definitely will never benefit from, directly, but indirectly. Do you like forget what you're gonna rate and you have to like look at your notepad?
No, I want to.
It's almost like you're not very professional. You freaking casual.
No, I want to rate. I'm not gonna put the person who's I'm getting all of. Dog, I don't know why I don't just start sitting like this, because how I end up sitting every episode. I'm not gonna put the person whose Instagram account I'm looking at on blast today, but I'm gonna put some of their posts on blast. Do you follow anybody who regularly posts like inspirational quotes and like self-help quotes and stuff?
Do they do it with? Okay, hold on. There's like two types.
They do it with 100% sincerity. Words.
Is it words or the selfies? Because the selfies are freaking, oh my word,
words.
Dude.
It's just like a picture of words.
Okay, go ahead.
5 things to quit. Trying to please everyone, fearing change, living in the past, putting yourself down, overthinking. And what I say to that is, no crap, Sherlock.
I've been overthinking. Go ahead.
It's like, because the thing about most of these things I see, it's not like some like actual advice. It's always something that is done in such a way that you're like, that's the secret. It seems like those people who are like, dude, the secret to not getting concussions is to stop hitting my head on the wall.
It's almost.
Why didn't I think of that?
I'm going to do a callback. It's almost like inspirational Instagram accounts are like, hold on, my brain's really freaking freezing right now, are almost the equivalent of me discovering a classic 10 years later and being like, dude, have you freaking seen Star Wars? It's so good.
Star Wars, dude, have you heard of Iron Man with Robert Downey Jr.? It's really cool.
Oh, dude, you want to stop feeling useless? Then get a use.
Guys, do you want the courage of men to stop failing? Then, I don't know, throw the ring in the volcano, idiot.
Like, I really feel like I'm not accomplishing anything with my life. Yeah, freaking set some goals and do them then.
Maybe accomplish something. It's weird.
Oh my word.
Hold on, let me find another good one.
This is Mark scrolls through Instagram.
Okay, that one's in cursive, so I can't read it, actually.
Oh my word. The other thing that's worth mentioning is that these accounts also, weirdly enough, are common, and there's a lot of cross-posting with people that are in multi-level marketing.
It's really weird that that works out like that, but Michael, hear me out.
It's definitely not related.
No, Michael, hear me out. You gotta invest in people.
It's definitely not like people that are maybe struggling to...
Dude, that
justify their own life decisions by
it's almost like they feel like they're not accomplishing something, which is really bizarre.
Either that or they're trying to market to people that are sad sacks who can't fix their life.
Dog, I don't know why it's so hard for me to find another one of these, because it's like all I see on their feed.
If you want to, we can do a little transition. It's still kind of the same thing. How do you feel about those people that post the inspirational life quotes like you're talking about with like selfies where they're defo just seeking attention?
Those are funny.
But they'll just post like a duck lip stuff, just like
I assume I have
Or just
too
like a
much faith
quote
in the
from
world.
it's either a quote from a Taylor Swift song or a Nicholas Sparks book.
I have too much self-respect for the world to where I always assume that's parody. Like I would spiral into a dark depression if I assumed that those were real.
Once again, I don't want to put you on blast. I know someone that exclusively does this, and it's just a freaking. If it's a bit, it's the greatest bit. If it's not a bit, it's the freaking most freaking stupid bullcrap I've ever seen in my life.
It's like, if this is a bit, this is one of the funniest things I've seen. If this isn't a bit, I do have to stop being friends with this person.
My word, dude.
All right, dude, you ready for this?
Okay, go.
Hey, Michael, I got some advice for you. Are you ready?
We'll go.
Don't be eye candy, be soul food.
Okay, let's just address another thing on the internet. The internet has provided us with a thing where, like, Twitter, 180 characters or whatever, or it's 240, I don't know what it is
I
now.
think it's 160.
Like Instagram, you try to get these little quotes in, right? So we have now reached a point where A, there's no nuance. I don't want to get too real here, but A, there's no nuance, but B, people just post things that aren't mutually exclusive now. Like, that post implies you cannot be attractive and also a good person. Can you not be both? Can you not be attractive and a good person?
No.
Okay, my bad.
You can't be.
I'm
Why do
sorry.
you think
I don't mean to go off.
Why do you think all this whack stuff's happening in Hollywood? It's because it's
sorry.
exclusively attractive people.
Oh, frick, dude.
That's why Hollywood is...
Oh, and you're right. Like, the Me Too happened because they don't hire good people.
Yeah, it's because they're hiring bad people, actually.
I'm sorry. I'll take a step back. I guess all statements of fact are mutually exclusive from other statements of fact. My bad.
Yeah. If it won't matter in 5 years, don't let it upset you for more than 5 minutes. Which is like, I guess, but also like,
that's not true.
No, here's
Dude,
the thing,
if you
actually.
break your arm,
Yeah, or hey, I got fired, and I'll probably find another job, but it still kind of sucks, actually.
I got dumped. I broke my arm. I tripped and got a concussion. Dude, these things may not matter.
If you're just walking and eat it and get a concussion...
Also, to be fair, a concussion could jack you up for 5 years. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what's dumb about
I died in a video game. That could hurt me 5 years later, my dude.
It could, because like I could have been on my way for esports money, and then I think I'm not good anymore because I died and ruined my chance in 5 years. I was dumb, and I thought that there was like a number of concussions that as long as you stayed under that number, you were fine. Like, there's no negative repercussions in the long term.
I mean, if we want to be real, the answer is 1. If you stay under 1 concussions, you're probably fine.
But like, I thought for some reason my head it was like 10 concussions. If you stayed under 10 concussions,
I think if you have no concussions, you are immortal. You don't die.
there are people who have no concussions.
But if you stay under 10, then you're only a little jacked up forever.
Well, the thing is I've had 7.
I can only think of like 3 or 4 for me.
And I remember thinking, like, I had a conversation with somebody. I was like, I have like 7, so like I'm like fine. Like, I just can't get like 3 more. They're like, what are you talking about, you idiot?
All concussions are also not created equal. There's the baby concussions and there's serious concussions.
Yeah, dude. But
Like, how hard did your freaking brain rock your skull, dude?
Depends on the concussion.
Yeah,
dude.
I've had different levels of concussion.
There's at least 2 got rocked, dude.
One time I ran full speed in the dark into a metal pole. Freaking lit my whole brain up. Not good.
I jumped off of a wall and tried to do a dunk and missed the dunk and caught the full just brunt on the freaking dome right here, dude.
On the backboard?
No, dude, have I not told you the story? It's phenomenal. I would jump off of the pads because the hoop was really close to the wall and try to dunk, and I jumped higher and I was trying to show off for somebody. So when
It was a girl.
When I went to dunk, I was too high and wasn't paying attention, and I whiffed the hoop. So I started a front flip, but I didn't pop my hips out to continue the flip over. So I literally just, if this is my head, I went whiff, and then I just fell like this. Poof, run up. It sounded like a melon, dude. It was bad.
My worst concussion was when I did a flip off of monkey bars and it hit my brain so hard I knocked out. And then I woke
I
up.
hit my brain so hard, my brain was like, oh, it's time to take a nap.
Peace out. I gotta take a nap.
It's gonna be a minute, dog. You can't do that to me.
And then I woke up. It was like a freaking sitcom with everyone in the park like standing in a circle above me, just staring down at my face.
Like, yo, dog, you good?
And somebody did think to go get my dad, which was cool.
I love how, I don't think girls do this as much, but guys, if any guy ever, like, straight up, it doesn't matter how big or little the thing they did to hurt themselves was, if some guy's on the ground, every guy, better than helping, rather than doing anything like that, is just, you good?
Yeah, I was gonna say, the freaking first word you hear, no matter how hard a dude beeps it, is at least 1 to 10 people around will be like, you good?
You good? You good?
And
like,
then
they
they have to determine whether to laugh or call 911.
Yeah, like, because the thing is, like, if I've heard myself around Danny, and Danny, like, panics and, like, doesn't know what to do, and I've also, like, way more severely just eaten it at work or something, and my friend would be like, hey, you good? Dog, you just smoked your dome on that, you good? I also love it when you hurt yourself and they just say what you did. Like you forgot. Dude, you just smashed your hand with that hammer, dog. You good? You're like, man, I was really wondering why my hand hurt and why my fingers looked like this.
Oh, dude, I couldn't figure it out. Thanks, bro.
I didn't know why my fingers were bleeding, dude. Thanks.
I want to rate concussions real quick.
Yeah. A 1 out of 10.
What about the cool thing that they light up your whole life for like a few seconds? Like literally.
I've never felt more like a firework, as Katy Perry says, than when I've gotten a concussion, dog.
Let's give him a 2.
Because
there's a 1 net game.
Also,
Baby!
Yeah, dude, I'm always like, I'm a fire. Frick, this hurts so... And also, every concussion story is kind of funny. Like, I've never...
Not everyone, but like 95% of concussion stories.
I blew up that birdhouse with my dome piece. That was funny, dude.
That's true.
I did.
Ran into a birdhouse at full speed and exploded it.
And it exploded, dude. And, like, the thing is people don't... Like, they think I'm exaggerating. Ask my friends who were there, dude. It blew up. I was running so fast, the birdhouse was here, and then in pieces was flying outwards. Dog.
I give that one a 10.
Dude, that's so
But the concussion's
funny.
a 2.
Dude, I also didn't know what concussions were, and, like, how bad it is to, like, get a concussion on top of a concussion, and, like, you need to heal from it. So, like, the second concussion I ever got was at a birthday party, and then I proceeded to play no pads tackle football after the concussion.
The concussion is still affecting you today in your speech.
Yeah, dude, I can't talk still. Also, I think I'm having a stroke.
Okay, I also want to rate Instagram accounts that are inspirational Instagram accounts / selfies that pretend to not be just self-seeking. How would we rate them? This is a little difficult because they suck butt, but they're hilarious as poo.
Well, is it on purpose?
Is it a bit or is it not? Is really the determination.
Like, it is literally a 10 or a 1, and we don't know.
For the people whose entire account is just selfies with inspirational quotes, with like weird edits to try to make themselves look like a puppy dog, and it says some dumb quote from, like I said...
That's not a weird edit, that's just called Snapchat, dog. I'm curious, a little old.
Oh, sorry. I don't know anything about Snapchat.
Except for spicy nudes.
Except for it's for the spicy nudes. If you never, ever, ever, ever deviate, then it's probably a bit, and that's a 10 because you've provided the world with a service that's beyond something that most mortals are capable of doing.
Yeah, but if you take a picture like that, and then like every third picture is like a picture of you and your boyfriend or something,
it's not as good.
It's not a bit thin, is what I'm saying.
Unless you crop them out. Then
It's clearly an arm around you, but you don't see them.
That's the freaking best, dude. That's awesome. And also, if you are using it for multi-level marketing, you just suck. That's stupid. That's a 2.
That's a 2. Not a 1. All right, dude. I don't think people realize how much strength it takes to pull yourself out of a dark place mentally. So if you've done that today or any day, I'm proud of you. I just want you to know that, Michael.
Thank you for listening to A Life Switch. You rate it. I think we did introduce the show, but my name is Michael, and this
I'm
brother.
Mark. Hey, Michael, I want you to name one thing you don't like on your burger. That is just a thing that
That's
they
an
posted.
inspirational. Oh.
That's just a thing that they posted.
Toenails.
Fecal matter. Dude, I don't. It's so friggin' easy. Microphones, wall, drywall, insulation, screws.
Dude, why are you
Nuts.
just digging deeper into my house? Like, you could have looked at anything in this room and you just keep digging into the wall deeper.
Siding.
If you like the freaking
trim.
if you like this freaking show, subscribe to us. There's an audio version for you people that are nasty. But we also love you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being
Hey, do you
here
want to know
all
my
this time.
life status, Michael?
What's up?
Currently holding it together with one bobby pin.
Those bobby pins are no freaking joke, dude. I pulled one out of my drain the other day. It was clogged up with a bunch of nasty hair, but it was holding. It was the strength of men not failing for
This
my
is-
sake.
this is
You
just-
reference that every week now.
Yeah, dude. Freaking, that was that's one of the funniest things we've ever said in our whole lives, and it wasn't on the freaking show, which I'm still mad about. This is just kind of actually real. Like, I like the one that this one is. It's you never realize how long a minute is until you're exercising, which is true.
Or pooping. Hey, real quick shout out to my sister. She texted me this last week that she had a bowel movement so intense she had to take off her sweater.
Dude, because it gets hot,
Yeah,
dog.
we talked about that before.
I hate it when I'm finally caught up with the laundry, and then I see my family walking around the house wearing clothes.
You have a dumb joke to end us off with, or does that count?
Nah, dude, that was real life. I did have one. Oh, what did one watch say to the other?
You're taking me off?
So, can I say something?
I tried,
Can I say
dude.
something real quick,
Go ahead.
dog? I heard that joke and I was like, I need to use that for the show. And then you asked me if I had a joke, and I was like, what was the punchline for this one? And I was like, well, if I say it out loud, I'm sure it'll come to me. And then it didn't come to me,
Oh, you don't know it?
so I don't actually know the punchline.
So did I guess it
Yeah,
correctly?
we'll
then?
say you're ticking me off.
We love you all. Thank you.
I love you.